started now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Imperial College of London Enrichment Program live session. We will wait about 2 minutes to make sure everyone joining the session, and then we will start the session.
أهلين حياكم الله. Hello everyone. I think Ron will give it an extra 2 minutes for everyone to arrive, and then we can kickstart the session.
Sure.
Thank you so much. تقبل طاعتكم، مبارك عليكم بعد الشهر. Okay, let's go ahead, Rawan.
Sure. Hello, everyone again. I'm Rawan Khalid from Sabah Al Ahmed Center for Giftedness and Creativity, a subsidiary of Kuwait Foundation for Advancement of Sciences. First of all, I want to welcome Mr. Nida Dihani, the General Manager of SAGRC, and Ms. Claire from Imperial College of London. I'll share with you a short brief of Sabah Al Ahmed Center International Enrichment Programs. The aim of this program is to give the chance for Kuwaiti high achiever students to participate and join the enrichment programs offered by the top-ranked international universities. These summer programs will benefit them in their studies and overall communication skills throughout their professional journey. We did a couple of live sessions for Yale University, Johns Hopkins University, and Pennsylvania University. Unfortunately, the registration for Yale and Pennsylvania program has been closed. And for Johns Hopkins program, the registration is still running. You can go through our Instagram and read more about the available summer enrichment programs. And for today, live session will be with the Imperial College of London Global Summer School. The main objective of this session is to help parents and the students to understand how to apply to this program by taking them through all the different stages of the application process and the opportunity to learn more about Imperial College London Global Summer School and its programs. Let me tell you more about Imperial College of London, as it's one of the top 10 universities in the world according to the QS World University Rankings, and it's also known for focusing on the scientific subjects. The university serves over 21,000 students annually, with nearly 70% of students coming from different nationalities and different backgrounds, which offers a rich cultural experience for the students. I just want to clarify that SAGGC has no upper hand in the acceptance process, as this will be on Imperial College of London. This enrichment program is supported by SAGGC, as we will be covering the accommodation and the tickets fees for the Kuwaiti students who will be joining the program. Please, if you have any questions, I highly advise you to visit our website to read more about the terms and the condition for joining the program. Also, if you have any question during the session, please keep it to the end of the session, as we will have a Q&A afterward. I just want to add one more thing, that you will find in this chat box an email to communicate with us, SAGGC, if you have any doubts or questions regarding the program or regarding our coverage, which is ge@saggc.org. And for Imperial College program itself, you can reach them out through their email, which you will find it also in the chat box. And now let me give the mic to Ms. Claire from the Imperial College of London. Ms. Claire.
Thanks, Aaron. Thank you very much. I'll just share my screen. Bear with me. Can you see that, please? Are you able to see the screen, Rowan?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for having me here today. It's lovely. I'm so pleased that so many of you have been able to join us. My name is Claire. I'm the Global Summer School Manager at Imperial College London. I'm going to go through a few slides to give you a bit of information about the programme and what you can expect if you do choose to study with us at the Global Summer School. As mentioned, there'll be a chance to have a Q&A at the end of the session, happy to answer any questions, and also I'll pop any details in the chat as well at the end. So I'll get going. I'm going to start off by showing a quick video which contains the previous students and previous student mentors who worked on the programme, to give you kind of a proper taste of what it's like from a student's point of view.
If you'd have told me that before even applying to uni,
I could learn in the heart of London,
at a world top 10 university,
study STEM subjects taught by leading academics in the fields,
participate in group projects in state-of-the-art labs.
and that's not all.
that I could stay on campus in real student halls,
Going to socials and meeting students from all over the world.
giving me a real taste of student life.
and use all of that to perfect my future uni applications.
I'd say, where do I sign up?
So hopefully get a really quick taste of what it would be like if you come study at Global Summer School this year. So what is the Global Summer School? So as mentioned, it's a 2-week residential STEM programme. We're based right in the heart of London in South Kensington, so an amazing location to live and learn during the summer. It's aimed at really high achieving students from across the globe, and I'll share some information about our entry requirements and what we're looking for in Global Summer School students in a few slides' time. And we're really excited that we're offering 4 academic subjects for this summer. We've got a brand new subject around artificial intelligence, which is really exciting. And I'll talk about all of the subject areas in a bit more detail as well. So when you join us for a Global Summer School, you will have the opportunity to learn from current academics. As mentioned, we're a world top 10 university. The current academics teach our undergraduate courses, so they will have experience teaching undergraduates, and you'll be learning from current academics. We don't buy any academics in for the summer. You get the proper experience as if you were studying at Imperial College for a longer period of time. Get the opportunity to take your subject knowledge to the next level and gaining practical skills in the relevant subject area. You'll also stay in our student accommodation, which is based on campus, to have the full experience of what it's like to be a student here with us. And of course, you'll meet like-minded peers from across the world. Last summer we had students from over 50 different nationalities, And we've already got more than 50 different nationalities signed up and ready to go this year. So it's a really, truly international experience. So not only will you experience the UK, you'll also get to learn and get to meet students from all around the world, literally all around the world. You will also provide professional advice and guidance through our masterclasses that run throughout the programme. So these will give you advice and guidance such as how to apply to UK universities, what do you need to write in your personal statement, how to use UCAS, what does a career in STEM lead to, or what does a degree in STEM lead to. So some real value-added information that students not attending the programme would not have. So quick overview of the programme that we have. So we run 2 sessions. These are identical 2-week sessions. We run one in July and we run another one in August. So you can see the dates are the 1st to the 12th of July, and the second will be the 5th to the 16th of August. Of course, you'll only attend one of them because they are pretty much identical. Just if you are interested in applying, just a heads up that the July session has very limited spaces available. So if you are interested in July only, I'd suggest that you get your application in as soon as possible because we are filling up and we do have wait lists for some of the subject areas. August, we do still have spaces available on most of the sessions. However, the medicine and life sciences stream is filling up very quickly and people are on the wait list. So just a heads up that if you are interested, please do apply as soon as possible because we'd hate to disappoint you. Applications are obviously open. We process applications on a rolling basis, so it is really a first come, first serve basis. We don't have a set closing date for applications because we will close each of the academic subjects when they are full. We think we'll probably close medicine for both July and August within the next couple of weeks. The others will stay open a bit longer. We have an extended break over Easter period, so it's likely that after we reopen after Easter, we will be closing some more of the sessions. So just want to stress again, please do make sure you apply as soon as possible to avoid disappointment. The fee for the programme is £6,600, and this presentation will run through what is included within that cost. So the first week of the programme is where students will focus on their specialist academic subject area, and you will study this for the first week of the programme. So the subjects on offer are data science and artificial intelligence, engineering, medicine and life sciences, and physics. So you would select which stream you are most interested in attending in your application form. We also ask you to select a second choice subject area, which we will take into account if the first subject area is full, and we will hopefully be able to offer you one or the other of those. The second week of the programme is our Innovation Challenge, where you solve a real world challenge with a focus on entrepreneurism. For the first week of the programme, you are, for the academic subject, you are with students just from that academic stream during the day. The second week, you are mixed up with students from all of the different streams, bringing all of your expertise and knowledge, which is very different depending on your subject area. And you'll be working together in mixed teams of all subject areas to solve this challenge. And I'll talk a bit more about that as well later. Throughout both of the weeks, as mentioned, you will be taking part in the university masterclasses. And of course, we also have a number of social activities which run throughout the programme as well. So for the academic programme, the first week of the programme, these are our subject areas. So we have data science and artificial intelligence, engineering, medicine and life sciences, and physics. So data science and artificial intelligence, we're really excited. It's our brand new subject area for 2024. We're already seeing a lot of interest, as you would imagine, in this area. It's led by staff from the Data Science Institute, and students explore data science, foundations and artificial intelligence, and how data science is, of course, now crucial for empowering AI. You'll be working with the same academics if you choose this subject area for the entire duration of the project. You'll be working on a project with the data that you create and analyse. And at the end of the first week, you'll be working together in teams. You'll prepare a presentation and present, and then winners will be awarded at the end of the first week. Engineering is slightly different. Again, it's the first week of the programme, but you will be having taster sessions from across many different engineering departments at Imperial. So each of these taster sessions typically last for half a day, and then you have the opportunity of experiencing lots and lots of different departments here. We often have students who come to the programme with a firm idea that they definitely want to study within one department within engineering. They leave the programme thinking, actually, I'm now very interested in this new subject area that I'd never heard of. So it's a great way of learning about different areas that you might not know about, or of course, reinforcing that, yes, I'm still very interested in that and I would like to continue studying in that area for my undergraduate degree. Medicine and life sciences students, you have the opportunity to experience 3 different departments within Imperial. So you will firstly be with our Department of Medicine, taking part in lectures for the day around various different subject areas. You will also have the opportunity to have a clinical skills day at one of the local Imperial hospitals. So you'll go off campus to one of our hospitals and have a full day of practical clinical skills, learning things like how to suture, how to take bloods, blood pressure, of course, not on real patients, but you'll be using all of the state-of-the-art technology that our current undergraduate medical students will be using. And you also have 2 days with our Department of Life Sciences based in labs, taking part in experiments throughout those 2 days. Physics students, you will be, again, with the same academics for the duration of the first week of the programme, focusing on different problems and situations using various tools and calculus. And again, at the end of the first week, you will be working towards a project which you will present to the group, and again, winners will be awarded. So obviously different subject areas, and the format of each of the programmes is slightly different as well. The second week of the programme, as mentioned, is our Innovation Challenge. This is delivered by our Imperial Enterprise Lab, and you'll have the opportunity to work together to solve real-world issues. For this summer, the projects will be focused upon either health and well-being or climate change. And as a group, you get to decide which project that you would like to be working on. And you'll be able to draw the skills from all of your academic areas and your knowledge to share the expertise and collaborate together to solve this challenge. There'll also be presentations, so you'll get to learn a bit more about how to pitch, what is entrepreneurism, and you'll get to meet real-life startups from students who studied at Imperial and now have gone on to have their own business. So utilising their STEM knowledge that they've learned at Imperial to build upon and to create their own businesses and startups. So a great opportunity to learn some transferable skills and also to build the skills that you will need in your future academic careers as well. I'm going to show another quick video just demonstrating what the Innovation Week is really like. Again, learning from students and staff who've taken part in this programme.
The Imperial Enterprise Lab is the college's centre for innovation and entrepreneurship, and we support over 2,500 students, alumni and postdocs every year in a variety of ways, from developing entrepreneurial skills, attending workshops, and of course launching and developing new ventures. On week 2 of Global Summer School, we have challenged the students to really think about developing their entrepreneurial skills and coming up collectively with a new product or service. So they'll work in teams to do this and learn a whole new skill set around ideation, entrepreneurship. And at the end of the week, they'll have a chance to pitch their idea to a huge audience.
It's been really useful to understand kind of the process that people have to go through to develop startups and learning different techniques in teamwork. So it's been very productive and interesting.
Global Summer School is a really great way to help students prepare for university life. We want to empower these young people to think that anyone can be an entrepreneur, whatever it is they want to do in life.
So hopefully that's given you a bit more of an idea about what the second week of the programme entails, and it is quite different to the academic subjects that's studied in the first week of the programme. So I've gone through all of the academic information, which of course is very important and the key part of the programme. But alongside the academic programme, we of course offer the social programme, so students really get to experience what is it like to live in London, an amazing city. What is it like to live in London as a student? And we want to try and show you as much as we can in a relatively short time. So the social programme is split into 4 different areas. As you'd imagine, we have a full induction and orientation programme for the first couple of days when you arrive. This includes things such as icebreakers, tours of campus, tours of the local area, and getting to know your fellow students and the student mentors who will be with you for the whole programme. Each evening we run various social activities. Some of those will be based on campus, such as sports in Ethos, our sports centre, playing board games, relaxed activities, and also going to Hyde Park, which is within walking distance of Imperial, to play some sports or to chill out in groups together with our mentors. We also have activities off campus in the evening. So, for example, we'll be taking students to see Wicked at the West End, so to go and see a theatre show. We also have a guided bus tour of central London, and we also have a riverboat party on the Thames, so you'll get to sail up and down the Thames and see all of the famous sites along the river. You will also be with us for a weekend. So we have, of course, activities during the weekend. There won't be any academic teaching on Saturday and Sunday. So Monday to Friday will be academic, and then Saturday and Sunday you have the opportunity to relax, get to know the local area, and also get to know your fellow students. So on the Saturday, we take students to Brighton, which is a local seaside town a couple of hours outside of London. And you have the opportunity to have some free time in group, get to explore the area, go to the beach, and we also provide very traditional fish and chips for you to have, or of course alternatives if you would like. And then on the Sunday, you will have free time in the morning to experience the local area and have free time in South Kensington. So you might know the famous museums that are based in London, such as the Natural History Museum, the Science Museum, the Victoria and Albert Museum. They are all within 1 minute walking distance of the campus. So we're in an amazing area, and you'll have the opportunity, if you want to experience those on the Sunday morning. Or of course, if you'd prefer to go shopping or go to get some food, there's also that opportunity as well. You'll have free time in small groups. And then on the Sunday afternoon, evening, we will have the Global Summer School Talent Show, which is always an amazing event for people to showcase their talents, such as musical skills, singing, dancing, or anything in between. And also we make sure that our mentors and staff also demonstrate their talents, which are definitely nowhere near as good as the students. And then sadly, we don't really want to think about this, but at the end of the programme, we will have a finale celebration, which starts with a certificate of presentation and also awarding the winners of the Enterprise Challenge. And then we have a sit-down gala dinner at a local hotel, followed by dancing and a disco as well. So it's a great evening to celebrate, to say your final goodbyes and celebrate with the peers who you've spent and hopefully got to know over the 2-week programme. So as well as an academic programme, a really full social programme as well, to hopefully get you to experience London, experience Imperial, and of course experience the local area as well while you're here with us. Safety and support is paramount to the programme. All of the students on the programme are aged 16 and 17. In the UK, that is legally classed as a child, even though, of course, we know you'd have travelled halfway across the world to attend. But we have legal obligations to ensure that we support students and keep you as safe as possible whilst you're with us on campus for the programme. As you'd probably expect, all of our halls of residence where you'll be staying in the accommodation have swipe card entry, CCTV, and also 24-hour manned security officers if there are any incidents where we need additional support. As well as the Imperial security, there will also be a team of senior residential assistants, or SRAs, and pastoral mentors, and they provide round-the-clock support and supervision in each hall of residence. So there will always be people on call each night. So if you do have any issues, you're feeling unwell, feel unsafe, then there's always somebody that you can call, and we will come to support you however is needed. Throughout the entire programme, students will be allocated an academic mentor during the day and a pastoral mentor in the evening for social activities. So these mentors are all current Imperial undergraduate students, and they will be having a group of around 8 to 10 students, and they will lead you throughout the different sessions. So of course, the academic mentors will be with you during classes during the day. So they will make sure that you know where you're going, they'll help support you in class, and they'll be with you at lunchtime as well to make sure that you know where you're going. And if you have any questions, they're there to help answer. academic or Imperial related questions. The pastoral mentors will be with you during social activities on or off campus, and for dinner times as well. And again, they will logistically make sure that you know where you're going, but they're there to help support you if you've got any issues, if you feel homesick, if you can't find the food for relevant dietary requirements, for example, at meal times, they'll be there to help answer any questions that you might have. And as their current students, they're also an amazing resource to ask about what is it actually like to study at Imperial? Where's your favourite restaurant to go? What do you like doing in the evenings? They'll be able to provide what it's really like to study at Imperial as a student. Of course, all global summer school staff will have completed relevant safeguarding qualifications, and we all have valid enhanced DBS checks, which are the criminal checks to ensure that everybody's been checked and vetted and are suitable to work with young people. We also have a designated safeguarding lead in case of any issues, which is the Global Summer School Development Manager, Claire Whelan. And of course, all activities are fully health and safety checked, and we will brief students at the beginning of the programme and at the beginning of any activities. Might need some further supervision, such as there'll be some lab work for some of you using some tools or equipment that we might need to ensure that we provide extra safety briefings for. So what are the entry requirements? I mentioned at the beginning that we're looking for students who are really high achieving academically. And of course, we want students who have a real enthusiasm for science, technology, engineering and mathematics, and of course, a real enthusiasm and interest in your chosen academic subject area. This is demonstrated with your academic grades, and we need the equivalent of A star to A at GCSE level with a minimum of an A in maths and science subjects. Of course, we accept a wide range of international qualifications, and you can see full information on our web pages, or you can contact us and we can help advise if you meet our requirements. We also need students to demonstrate that they have strong English language skills. For this, we would ask for a secure English language test such as IELTS. And again, full details are listed on our web pages, so you can see if you already have the qualification. If you are taught for more than 50% of your time in English at school, then this also will meet the requirements of our English language level. So there are various ways to meet this requirement, or if you're studying at GCSE, that will also meet it as long as you have the grades. So there's a real wide range of qualifications that we can accept. I can't go through them all now, but they are listed on our web pages, or you can contact us if you are unsure about meeting the requirements. We also ask students to demonstrate that they have a clear motivation for attending Global Summer School. So we want to know why you're interested in attending, what have you done previously, how do you think this might help you in your future academic applications or your future career. And students must complete a short personal statement, which we use in the assessment of each of the applications. The programme is very competitive, so we do review and utilise the personal statement as well when making decisions about offering students places. Students must be 16 or 17 to attend the programme. If you turn 18 before or during the Global Summer School, unfortunately, we cannot accept you on the programme. And that is, as I mentioned, 18-year-olds are classified as adults in the UK, and unfortunately 18-year-olds and 16 and 17-year-olds can't attend the same programme. And you must be 16 before the programme as well. So this is the application process. So the rough deadline for applications will be May. However, as I mentioned, we will close applications for certain academic subjects as and when they become full. So please don't wait until May to apply, because it's that there will be disappointment. So the application process, as you'd imagine, is the first step is that we need you to complete and submit an application form. During the application process, we ask for your academic qualifications, English language information. This is where we, excuse me, this is where we collect your personal statement and, of course, personal details about you. We also ask that you enter the details of your parent or guardian and also a teacher, and we ask for references from both of these. So the parent or guardian reference, of course, we know that they'll be hugely enthusiastic for you to attend, But this is where we ask parents or guardians to enter any information to help support your application in terms of any additional support that might be needed, or anything that they want us to take into consideration, and of course give their approval for you to attend. The teacher's reference, we ask teachers to confirm the qualification information that's been entered and also the English language information, as well as providing a bit more of an oversight of you as a student, including any academic achievements or any extracurricular activities that you take part in. So once we've received the full application and the references, we will then, of course, review the application. If you're successful, we will make you a conditional offer. As mentioned, we are currently offering students waitlist places for some of the sessions because they are full. So it might be that we offer you a waitlist place, and full details about what that means will come in the email. We are also offering students currently their second choices as well. So it might be that you find you haven't been successful for your first choice, and that normally is just because the chosen subject or the session is full. And as we're getting closer to filling up spaces, that's happening more and more often. If you've been lucky enough to have a conditional offer, which hopefully all of you will, we ask you to submit some supporting documents. So this is your academic certificates or transcripts, and English language certificate and passport as well. We will then just double check through all of this and check that it meets what you entered in your application form. If it does, then we will then send an unconditional offer, and that will contain a survey for you to complete with personal details, and also a link to make the full payment of £6,600. It does say 14 days. As we're getting closer to the programme, next week we will be changing this deadline to be 7 days to make the payment and confirm the place on the programme. That is everything for me. There'll be an opportunity if you've got any questions, and I'll have a look in the chat as well to see if there's anything in there. There is a QR code on the screen which links directly to our application pages. So if you are interested, please scan that and it will take you through to our web pages. Or you can email us on that email address that we're happy to help answer any questions that have been able to cover today. So I'll stop sharing my screen now and then hand over to the team.
Thank you, Ms. Claire, for this great presentation.
Thank you, it's my pleasure. Have there been any questions I can help answer?
Yeah, please, students and parents, whoever is with us on the session today, if you have any question, please you can put it in the Q&A box. So Ms. Claire or Mr. Nida Dihani can answer you back.
Actually, I have a question that is a random question, everyone in each session, about the age of acceptance. So some of the students, you know, like the IG, the British curriculum students, sometimes they finish school and they're still 17.
Mm-hmm.
So from the presentation, I get to understand that students in the program, when they start the program, they need to be 17.
No, so we accept students who are 16 and 17. So students can be 16 at the start of the programme. They can't be any older than 18, but 16 and 17 is what we accept.
So if someone, Claire, in July, he will complete 17 and he will start 18, is he eligible?
Yeah, unfortunately, he would not be able to attend the programme if he turns 18 before or during the programme.
Okay. And the second part of the question, if someone is 16 and 17 in July, but he finished the school, can he join?
Yeah, that's fine. We don't base it on the school year just because we have students from so many different countries and it's so varied. But 16 and 17, so even if they've turned 17 and finished school, that's fine. They're still welcome to attend the programme.
Good. Also, one thing I need to mention, you can, for the students, you can find in the chat box, there is an email for SACGC in case if you have any question to SACGC, you can email at ge@sacgc.org. And in case if you have any questions for Imperial College, there is another email written in the chat box called globalsummerschool@imperial.ac.uk. I think we've got a couple of questions here. One of the attendees is asking like if he's turning 16th in July. I think we just answered it.
Yes, that's brilliant. So if they turn 16 next month, that's absolutely perfect. Yeah, definitely eligible to apply.
And also another question, what should my personal statement include?
Yes, great question. So we use the personal statement because we have so many applications. We use it to see the students that really stand out and that we think would benefit most from the programme. So within the personal statement, we'd love to hear a bit about why do you want to attend the programme? What do you think that you'll get out of attending the programme for your future studies or your future career? What experience have you had in this academic subject area? So have you done any volunteering perhaps? Have you won any awards or entered any competitions related to the academic area? And also, have you got any extracurricular activities that you like doing in your spare time? So do you play an instrument or play sport? Are you a member of a club, or what hobbies do you have? It doesn't necessarily have to be related to your subject area, but it'd be great just to know a little bit more about you as well, your wide interests and why you're interested in attending the programme specifically.
Good. Abdullah is asking, he's 15, but he will be 16 after the program. So I don't think so he's going to be eligible for this year.
If you turn 16 during the summer, we could potentially consider your application. But if you turn 16 after the program, unfortunately, it would be next year that you have to apply for the program.
And some of the students, they find the link of the program is a bit difficult to go through. I really advise you to sit with your parents or with your guardian, and they will explain to you. They will try to help you how to find out. The most important thing is that you choose the program that belongs to your that you would like to know more information about, even if it's engineering or STEM or physics or medical. So you can apply. Make sure to apply to the program that belongs to your favor, basically. Another question here. I don't think so it's possible here. We have a question that if they paid and then they didn't get accepted, I think they will be paying the fee after the acceptance letter. So the acceptance first, and then they will pay the fee.
Yes, of course. So once we've gone through the steps that I mentioned, the final step for us is that we'll send an unconditional offer letter. So that means all the checks have been made. We're really happy to accept you. And at that point, we send an offer letter, which you need to accept, and also a link to the payment, which needs to be made within 7 days. So we don't have an application fee, and we certainly don't ask you to pay anything before we've sent the unconditional offer letter.
Amazing. So if to pay the fee, you need to get acceptance first.
Yeah.
So there's no money to be paid after your acceptance.
Exactly. Yeah.
We have from Shumail Salim a question about what are the disciplines of engineering available.
So the best thing to do is probably have a look on our web pages because it's got the full information. I can go through them very quickly, but I won't be able to go into too much detail. So for this summer, the disciplines are aeronautical engineering, chemical, civil engineering, design engineering, earth science and engineering, electrical and electronic engineering, material science, and mechanical engineering. So it's best to have a look at our web pages, and it gives a full breakdown of the sessions for each of those, so you can see if it's something that you are interested in. I can pop a link. I'll put a link in our chat if somebody is from the team is happy to copy and paste that across for me.
Sure. You can put it in the chat, maybe.
Thank you. I don't think I have access to everybody, but if somebody from your team could copy and paste it, that would be fantastic.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And we have another question here about, do they need IELTS to apply for this?
They don't need IELTS necessarily, but we do ask for proof of English language level. So IELTS is one obviously thing that we'd ask for. But if students are taught in English for more than 50% of their time, then that's how we're happy to accept that as proof of English. If not, we will need some kind of secure English language test.
Sarah, sorry, just keep going.
I was just going to say, if students are not taught in English or don't have a current IELTS or equivalent, we've found that the Duolingo English test, we accept that, and it only takes a few days to get the results, and I think it's fairly inexpensive. So we often suggest that as a good option if students don't already have proof of English.
Sure. Sarah is asking here, not a clear question, but I believe she's asking if she can apply for for more than one program, in case if she don't accept in one, she might be accepted in another one. And I think that there's no issue with that.
No, that's fine. So what we'd ask, we ask all of the applicants to do this. You select, of course, which subject area you're most interested in, but then there's also an option to put your second choice in as well. So if you know that engineering is the thing that you're most interested in, but you're also happy to attend physics, then put those as your first and second choices. There's also a question that says which date are you most interested in? So you put July or August, and we also ask, can you attend either of the sessions? So we'll try where possible to match you to your first choices, but at this stage we are making second choice offers. So we can definitely, there's no need to put two separate applications in. You can do this all within the same application form.
Question we have here is during the application process, can someone save his application and continue the application on another day, or it need to be done in the same time, same day?
No, that's fine. You can save your application and then come back to it if you want to review it. So that's absolutely fine. You do need to create an account. So just make sure that you remember your password and login details for it. But yes, you can come back and complete it at another time.
Perfect. Doesn't UK university require IELTS or UKVI?
So I think I've covered the IELTS question, but as it's only a short program, so I don't know if that's around visas. UKVI is around visas and immigration. So we require students to have a visitor visa, but you don't need to have a study or a tier 4 visa. So it's slightly different. We'll provide some more information about that as well. Let me just I'll share the link to the English language qualifications that we accept, so you can the students can review that as well, because there seems to be lots of questions about that one.
Sure. I think you can put it in the chat, and Jasmine will put it for everyone.
Fab, thank you.
One of the questions that actually to SAC, Abdullah is asking if I cannot apply to this year because due to my age, how can I apply next year? Abdullah, just keep an eye on our social media accounts and all our announcement. And once Imperial next year will be opening, you can eligible to apply.
Yeah, we also have a similar mailing list. So if you want to cover all bases and sign up to our mailing list, you can do that now on our website as well. And we'll send you details as well next year when we open. We tend to open applications in January each year. So hopefully we can get that promoted with you guys earlier, so you get the information as soon as possible next year.
Perfect. So we already shared all the links in the chat for anyone who's like to take these links, basically review them in free time or with your parents. Please do make sure to visit these links. And I just want to remind everyone, all the Sabah Al-Ahmed international enrichment program is basically one of the main objectives is to make all the 4 pillars works together. So the school is one pillar, SAC GC is another pillar, the students is a third pillar, and the parents or guardians is a fourth pillar. And without these four pillars working together to achieve this acceptance, it will be a bit difficult for the students. So I really advise all the students who might feel any difficulties during the application process, ask your parents, ask your teacher. They will help you out how to complete your application. We have so what exactly there is a couple of questions, but they're not clear, to be honest. So I'll be what does the application from consumer ask to fill my grade in IELTS? I don't think so. You need an IELTS, and during the application they will explain to you what kind of requirement you need. If we attend an American school, so we are taught in English more than 50% of the time, what proof will need to provide?
Yeah, great question. So you don't need to provide any proof for this. We do ask your teachers to confirm it in the statement. So there'll be a question that they have to answer just to confirm that it's more than 50%. So you don't need any certification or anything like that, as long as your teacher confirms it in the reference.
I think Ali is asking what kind of tools are available there that usually the students use during their enrichment program in Imperial.
So we don't need students to necessarily bring anything with them. Obviously, a laptop or iPad or similar would be useful, but we provide everything that you'll need to take part in studying with us. So you don't need to bring anything in particular except what you would normally take to school. Depending on the stream that you study, you'll obviously be working with a wide range of different tools and equipment. So medical students, you'll have access to the clinical skills equipment that I mentioned. So you'll be working with all of the dummies and practicing clinical skills. The engineering students, you'll work with various equipment during the experiments and laboratories, and the same for physics and AI. Obviously, based upon that subject area, you'll be more focused on computers and lab work. So it's really varied across each of the streams what equipment you'll be using, but we don't need you to bring anything in particular with you. There will be some pre-reading for some of the streams as well, and we'll share that obviously in due course before you attend the programme, but you don't need to kind of purchase anything special, and you don't need to bring anything special other than what you'd normally bring for your normal school day.
Nice. Some of the question here about the account. We're talking about the account of the application. So to apply to this program, you need to create an account in the website. Once you go to the website, you will be able to understand how can you create an account, username and password, and then it will take you to the next step. However, I just want to make sure that everyone is basically in case of any questions, even after the session, if you get any question to be answered, if it's to Imperial, you have the email of Imperial in the chat. If it's to us, to SAC-GC, there is an email dedicated for SAC-GC. I just wanted to thank Claire for the session today. Really, this is the second session of Imperial College in Kuwait. One happens physical in our campus. This is the second one, which is happening online. And a single advice from our side at SAC-GC, if you're really looking to apply for this program, apply, as Claire said, as soon as possible. Seats are getting filled. It's an international program. There is thousands of students want to be part of this. So your application, if you finish it as soon as possible, there is a higher probability of getting acceptance there. About the accommodation, can you elaborate more about the accommodation, Claire?
Yeah, of course. So accommodation is based on campus, well, just across the road from campus, so walking distance. So all of the Global Summer School students will be staying in the same 2 halls of accommodation. They're quite new and nice and renovated, which is lovely. Majority of students will be placed in twin rooms. So you'll be sharing with another student of the same gender as you. Students will be living in mixed gender halls. So you'll have a single gender room, but mixed gender halls. if students don't want to do that and they want to stay in a single gender hall, then we can of course accommodate that as well. We just ask the question when you're completing your accommodation preferences. So the rooms are all en suite, which is lovely. So they all have a private bathroom and shower, and you have everything in your rooms that you need, such as a study area, bed, obviously, hangers, a kettle as well if you want to make your own tea and coffee or use the hot water to make noodles or anything. You don't have any kitchen or cooking facilities, but we provide all of your meals on campus unless it's during a social activity. So the accommodation is great. Oh, sorry.
Sure. So I just there's a question crossed to my mind. Is it possible for the student to live in a hotel with their parents and then they come to the school every day, for example?
We don't allow that at the moment, no. So students who are registered for the programme have to be with the programme for the duration of the 2 weeks, and that's for safeguarding reasons. And also we want students to make the most of it, and living in the halls is part of kind of that experience of living at a university, making friends as well. There'll be people or staff and mentors available 24 hours if needed. And we do ensure students are safe at all times within the accommodation.
Sure. And from, there is a physics program, there is a STEM program, there is a different program. Is there any, is the accepting score differ from these a different program, or it has the same result?
It's the same. So we still ask for the same high level of grades in English language across the programme. However, when when we're assessing the applications, if somebody applies for physics, obviously we look that they're currently studying physics and have the relevant grade in that. If they are interested in medicine, then we look for biology or similar as well. So we do we look for slightly different subjects across the different academic subjects that they choose to study. So AI and physics would be looking for physics, computer science, for example. Medicine and life sciences would normally be biology. And then for engineering, we look for chemistry grades. Of course, if students are studying, so GCSE, for example, it's often that you don't study the separate areas. You take double science or triple science, and that's totally fine as well, as long as the grade is what we ask for.
Sure. Thank you, Claire, again. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Rawan, for hosting us today. And I wish you a wonderful weekend for the people here in Kuwait. And I wish you a great evening, Claire, back there in UK.
Thank you very much. It's been great to talk to you all today. Like Neda said, if you've got any questions, please do scroll up on the chat, find our email address, and we're very happy to help answer anything you've got.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you, Claire.
Everybody. Have a good evening.
We'll be in touch soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Perfect. Thank you. Bye.